Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about Exact Sciences Corporation Annual Report. Exact Sciences Corporation offers a range of cancer screening and diagnostic test products globally. At the forefront of their offerings is Cologuard, a non-invasive stool-based DNA screening test that detects colorectal cancer and precancer biomarkers. The company also provides several Oncotype DX tests, including those for breast and colon cancer recurrence, as well as tumor profiling through its OncoExTra test. In addition to these products, Exact Sciences offers the RiskGuard test, which helps individuals understand their inherited risk of cancer. This comprehensive approach to cancer detection is further supported by the company's pipeline focus on advancing screening and diagnostic products across various stages of disease progression. These include risk assessment, early disease diagnosis, metastatic disease treatment selection, and recurrence monitoring. The company has secured license agreements with reputable institutions such as the Mayo Foundation for Medical Education and Research and Johns Hopkins University, underscoring its commitment to innovation and collaboration in the field of cancer diagnostics. With a history dating back to 1995, Exact Sciences Corporation has established itself as a leader in the development of cutting-edge cancer screening and diagnostic solutions. The list of businesses and services provided by Exact Sciences Corporation includes Cologuard, non-invasive stool-based DNA screening test for colorectal cancer, Oncotype DX breast recurrence score test, Oncotype DX breast DCIS score test, Oncotype DX colon recurrence score test, OncoExTra test. Tumor profiling for patients with advanced, metastatic, refractory, relapsed, or recurrent cancer RiskGuard test. Hereditary cancer test to understand inherited risk of cancer. These services are designed to support various stages of disease progression, from risk assessment and screening to early disease diagnosis, treatment selection, and recurrence monitoring. Unfortunately, I do not have access to the text you provided. However, I can still provide a general overview essay on what might cause a stock price to skyrocket in the past year. The stock price of Exact Sciences Corp. Has seen a significant surge over the past year, leaving investors and analysts eager to understand the underlying reasons for this upward trend. One possible explanation is the company's innovative approach to cancer diagnosis through its liquid biopsy technology. This non-invasive method allows for early detection and monitoring of cancer, which can lead to improved patient outcomes and increased revenue for the company. Another factor contributing to the stock price increase may be the growing demand for genetic testing services. As more people become aware of the importance of genetic screening in preventing and treating diseases, companies like Exact Sciences Corp. Are poised to benefit from this trend. Additionally, the company's strategic partnerships with major healthcare providers and pharmaceutical companies have likely enhanced its visibility and credibility in the market. Furthermore, the increasing adoption of precision medicine has created a favorable environment for Exact Sciences Corp. To expand its services and reach new customers. The company's focus on providing personalized genetic testing solutions aligns with this emerging trend, which is expected to drive growth in the healthcare industry. As a result, investors have become increasingly optimistic about the company's prospects, leading to a surge in stock price. In conclusion, the Exact Sciences Corp. Stock price has skyrocketed in the past year due to a combination of factors, including innovative technology, growing demand for genetic testing services, strategic partnerships, and increasing adoption of precision medicine. The income statement shows that the company revenue have been declining annually and operating income have not been increasing. This shows that the business is under pressure with rising cost and its management is unable to expand the business. The primary drivers of revenue growth or decline are multifaceted and influenced by various internal and external factors. On one hand, revenue growth is driven by increased sales of current and future products, including licensed intellectual property and milestone payments. The company's expansion into new markets, particularly international markets, has also contributed to revenue growth. Additionally, strategic acquisitions, such as the 2023 acquisition of Resolution Bioscience, have played a significant role in driving revenue upward. On the other hand, revenue decline is primarily driven by external factors, including decreased reimbursement rates and ongoing legislation discussions around proposed MCED Act legislation. These external factors may impact IPR and D cash flows and reimbursement rates, leading to a decline in revenue. Contingent consideration payments, which are one-time expenses, also contribute to revenue decline. The company's performance-based stock awards and adjusted EBITDA metric further highlight the importance of revenue growth targets. With revenue targets set at $2.8 billion, $2.95 billion, and $3.1 billion for 2026, actual revenue achievement exceeding these targets suggests a strong focus on driving revenue growth. Overall, the company's revenue growth or decline is influenced by a combination of internal drivers, such as sales and expansion, and external factors, including reimbursement rates and legislation. Net income experienced a significant decline from -$204.1 million in 2023 to -$1.03 billion in 2024. This downward trend continued in 2025, albeit at a slower pace, resulting in a decrease of $207.9 million. However, the net income saw an unexpected increase in 2026 with an expected gain of $4.7 million. The decline in net income can be attributed to various factors, including upfront payments made to TwinStrand Biosciences, Inc., which added to the company's losses. The gross margin did experience a slight improvement from 69.5% in 2024 to 69.7% in 2025, but this increase was not enough to offset the overall decline in net income. Profit margins were implied to be negative in both 2024 and 2025 due to incurred losses. The company's financial performance was affected by potential sales-based milestone payments, royalties on watchmaker sublicense receipts, and royalties on net sales of collaboration products with Freenome Holdings, Inc. These factors likely contributed to the decline in net income and profit margins during this period. The company's financial performance indicates a significant improvement in its ability to generate cash from its core operations. According to the latest figures, the company has achieved a positive operating cash flow of $491,438 in 2025. This is a notable milestone, as it suggests that the company is now able to cover its operational expenses and invest in growth initiatives without relying on external funding. The positive operating cash flow is a testament to the company's efficient management practices and effective cost control measures. It also indicates that the company's revenue streams are strong enough to support its ongoing operations, allowing for a steady generation of cash. This development bodes well for the company's future prospects, as it will be able to invest in new opportunities and drive further growth without compromising its financial stability. The company's debt level and interest expenses have undergone significant changes in recent years. One notable trend is the increase in interest expenses, which rose by 45% from $27,000 and $16,000 to $39,361 between two periods. This growth was also reflected in a separate period, where interest expense increased by $10.6 million from $22.3 million to $32.9 million. The company's debt level has also fluctuated, with an increase of $66,313 from December 31, 2024 to December 31, 2025. However, this growth was offset by a decrease in total liabilities from $762,357 in 2024 to $728,231 in 2025. The company's convertible notes have also seen changes, with the outstanding amount increasing from an unspecified previous year to $2.35 billion as of December 31, 2025. The interest rate for these notes decreased from 1.16% in 2024 to 1.05% in 2025. In terms of interest expenses components, debt discount amortization decreased, while coupon interest expense increased significantly, rising by $8.6 million from $18.1 million to $26.7 million between two periods. Overall, the company's debt level and interest expenses have undergone significant changes, with some areas experiencing growth and others experiencing decline. The company has shown significant growth and improvement in various segments. In terms of regions that performed well, colorectal cancer screening and MRD test development have been notable successes. The commercial operations, specifically the Cologuard and Cologuard Plus tests, have also seen positive results. In terms of regional growth, the United States has experienced a substantial increase in revenue, rising from $2.3 billion in 2023 to $3 billion in 2025. This represents a significant growth rate over the two-year period. Outside of the United States, revenue has also increased, albeit at a slower pace, growing from $153 million in 2023 to $224 million in 2025. The company's performance across these segments and regions suggests a strong foundation for continued growth and expansion. Management is optimistic about the company's outlook, citing strong revenue growth of $3,247 billion in 2025, exceeding adjusted EBITDA targets by 133%. The company's focus on retaining top talent through competitive compensation and benefits is a key strategy, with management believing that its packages are competitive with other companies in the biotechnology field. This approach aims to provide market competitiveness and retention, balancing short-term and long-term perspectives through a mix of base salary, cash incentives, and equity. Management also highlighted the company's efforts to manage risk, stating that it is not exposed to any significant credit risk. Additionally, the company has adopted new accounting guidance, including ASU No. 2023-9, which prospectively applies to the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2025. Management is currently evaluating the potential impact of new accounting guidance on its consolidated financial statements. Overall, management's discussion and analysis suggest that the company is focused on retaining top talent, managing risk, and complying with accounting and financial reporting requirements. The strong revenue growth and exceeding of adjusted EBITDA targets indicate a positive outlook for the company. The company has made significant acquisitions to enhance its business operations and expand its offerings. In 2019, it acquired Genomic Health, which is mentioned on page 37. This acquisition likely brought in new technologies and expertise that can be integrated into the company's existing systems. In January 2021, the company further strengthened its position by acquiring Thrive, as noted on page 63. This acquisition demonstrates the company's commitment to growth through strategic partnerships and investments. On the other hand, there have been no explicit divestitures mentioned in the provided information. However, it is worth noting that page 21 mentions a possible divestiture of substantial assets by governmental authorities. The company's financial strategy has been focused on growth rather than distributing profits to shareholders. According to the information provided, the company has not paid dividends to its investors. This suggests that the management is prioritizing reinvesting earnings in the business to drive future growth. Regarding share buybacks, there is no clear indication of any such activity. However, it is mentioned that the company may have reduced its outstanding shares through a process called share settling of convertible notes. While this does imply a reduction in the number of shares, it is not explicitly stated as a share buyback program. Concerns about inventory buildup and supply chain disruption are evident in the provided summary. On page 79, there is a specific mention of concerns regarding inventory buildup, which can lead to wasted resources and decreased efficiency. However, it's not just inventory buildup that poses a threat. The potential for supply chain disruptions due to various factors is also highlighted. Climate change and natural disasters, page 31, can impact the availability of raw materials, components, energy, water, transportation, and other essential inputs necessary for business operations. Furthermore, geopolitical conflicts or uncertainty in international trade policies, page 30, can also disrupt supply chains. Additionally, the loss of a critical business partner, page 30, and dependence on single-source suppliers, page 25, are identified as potential risks that can lead to supply chain disruptions. These concerns underscore the importance of having robust contingency plans in place to mitigate these risks and ensure business continuity. That concludes the financial summary for Exact Sciences Corporation. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.